we want to make peanuts. Okay, this is the seed, the granite seed that is very okay for peanut making. If you go to the market and tell them that you want to buy big seed granite, big seed, they'll give you, that's the seed of granite that is very okay for granite making. Now this granite, I've already picked the bad ones out. You can pick the, when you want to start, you pick the bad ones out, pick the broken ones out because you won't be needing them. And then you soak it in warm water, soak in warm water for like 2 to 3 minutes with salt. Soak it with salt in warm water for like 2 to 3 minutes. Then after that time, you sieve it out, remove it out from the water. You can use something like this. Remove it from the water, then dry it. You sun dry it for a long time and make sure that the thing gets very dried. Now it's harmattan season, so if you try it now, it will work very well. Make sure that it's sun dried, dry it very well. Then after that, you can get to your peanut production process. Now let's start. What I'm going to be using is 3 cups of groundnuts. This is 3 cups of groundnuts, and I have 4 cups of flour. Here, 4 cups of flour, 3 cups of groundnut. I have 3 eggs. This is 3 medium-sized eggs. I'm going to be using this. Then I have vanilla powder. I have preservative here. I have nutmeg. I have sugar, and then I have salt. There's salt here. I have salt here, and then this is my milk flavor. You can also call this milk powder. It's milk flavor, and this is baking powder. That's all that we'll be needing, and then a whisk to whisk our egg. That's all that we'll be needing for this peanut production. Now let's start. I'm going to crack these eggs. Be careful so that the shell doesn't fall in, and if it falls in, be careful enough to remove it. I've cracked the eggs. Then I'll measure half cup of sugar. I'm going to measure half cup of sugar. This is half cup of sugar. Then I'll beat it. I'll beat it until the sugar is melted. Then I'll put this thing. I'm going to put 1/8. This is 1/8 teaspoon. 1/8 teaspoon of salt into the egg solution. This one we call it egg solution. Then I'm going to put milk flavor. This is milk flavor. I'm going to be using. I'll put 1 tablespoon. Oh my! I'll put 1 tablespoon here. 1 tablespoon inside here, inside the egg solution. Then I'll mix it very well until everything in it is dissolved. See, look at the way it is now. Look at everything here is properly dissolved. Properly dissolved. The sugar, see, there's no sugar. The sugar is no longer visible, it's properly dissolved. Now we'll set this one aside and we'll now take care of the flour. In the flour, I'll be adding 1.5 tablespoon of baking powder. This is 1 tablespoon. And here I have half tablespoon. I'll mix it. 1 tablespoon of milk flavor, of vanilla flavor. 1 tablespoon of vanilla flavor. 1 tablespoon. Then I'll put in 1/8 preservative, 1/8 teaspoon of preservative. Then the milk flavor, I'll put in 2 tablespoons here. I'm usually very generous with my milk when I'm doing this thing. When I'm doing peanuts, I'll put in 2 tablespoons. Nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon. 1/8 teaspoon. Now I'll mix it all together. Mix it all together. It's properly mixed. Now this flour, I already sieved this flour, so you should sieve yours. Mix it all together. Now this is our groundnut. You have to use a bowl that will be big enough. Now this is what I'm going to do. You can turn your own egg solution into a bottle or a rubber and then perforate the cover. That's create holes in the cover so that it can come out easily. Now this is what I'll do. I'll sprinkle the egg solution in the on the groundnut. Not so much, oh, and then I'll toss it round to one direction. Then I'll sprinkle the flour. I'll sprinkle flour. I'll toss it. The egg solution. This is just what we are going to be doing until this peanut is well coated. Then I'll sprinkle flour. Sprinkle flour. As you're coating this, you have to be separating the ones that are stuck to each other. These ones, like these ones that are stuck to each other, you carefully separate them. If not, if you finish frying them, you'll be having twin and triplet peanuts. So I'll just separate them. And then I'll just keep tossing it round in a circular movement or in a circular motion to one direction, either to the right or to the left. But just make sure you're tossing it round to one direction. Don't toss it to the left and also to the right. Keep separating the ones that are stuck to each other. This is all there is to do until the peanut is well coated. I'll add my egg solution again. Put in flour. I'll separate the ones that are stuck to each other. After separating this now, I'm going to sieve out the excess flour in this one. I'll sieve out the excess flour, then I'll continue again. I'll continue the coating process again. This process is called coating process. You're coating it, you're covering the groundnut for it to become peanuts. Keep separating the ones that are joined to each other. You can see what it's looking like already. Now I'm going to sieve out the excess flour, because you can see down here, look at these things, look at, it's not allowing a smooth movement anymore, these things. So I'll sieve it out. Then remove these things that are stuck here. This is the egg and the flour. stuck here, the excess egg and flour. That is what is stuck here. I'll remove it. If this thing is there, it won't allow a smooth movement of the peanut when you're coating. So I'll remove it. Then I will turn this back. You can see, I've turned it back. Then I will keep coating. This is just what we'll keep doing until we are done coating this thing, until this thing is well coated. Now we'll sieve the excess flour out again. We'll sieve out the flour in excess again. We are done coating already. You can see that we've exhausted our flour. No flour again. We've exhausted the flour. We are done. We've exhausted the flour. So we are done. We are done coating. I'm now preparing it for frying, so I'll sieve out the excess flour. If you don't sieve out the excess flour, to make your oil to be foamy. Once you put in these peanuts, the oil will be foamy. So I've sieved out the excess flour. Turn it back into the vat. Also be careful while frying so you don't scatter the coated peanuts.